I'm going to tell you a story, just a tale, and if I did it. All of them climbed into the car. The door was indeed left open, and so Rick Cutler's hands were indeed tied up, making sure that Brian did not fall out. Brian Harpole then whipped out his medical scissors, which are always pretty much safely in any medical bag. You're going to have a small set of scissors. And he began cutting Charlie's shirt off of him in the car with about 5 to 6 minutes on the clock. Now, you should understand that it is not easy to cut through cotton using medical scissors. That's not what they're designed for. So with Rick Cutler's hands tied up, holding Brian so that he wouldn't fall out of the car, Frank leaned over for the assist, okay? Any person who has ever worked with fabric knows you need the tension of someone pulling the shirt to cut through it quickly, right? That's going to be your easiest option, is to try to cut through it and have someone pull to provide the tension so that it slices through. Once the shirt was cut, they lifted up Charlie to pull it from under him, and that's where all our road mic glass went. All of the shattered road glass pieces that were on Charlie under him got wiped off of his body, brushed onto the floor, right? Landed onto the ground. Now we're getting close to the hospital. Brian then realizes we should have been providing neck assistance, not cutting off his shirt. And so he grabs a pack, maybe two, of Quick Clot to put on Charlie's neck, because otherwise there wouldn't have been any evidence that anybody was working on him on that very short ride, as they were going to receive them at the hospital. The very same reason that they didn't put him into an ambulance potentially is because they needed to remove Charlie's shirt and did not want people to ask questions about why, or notice that there was this microphone bits that were all over Charlie's body. Now, under that totally imagined scenario, that would of course mean that Charlie arrived to the hospital without a shirt on. He was shirtless, which would have been an inexplicable oddity that would require, well, Kash Patel's FBI team to swoop in and to seize the cameras expeditiously, which they did. We didn't understand at the time. Why would they seize the cameras on the outside and on the inside of the hospital, we asked ourselves. That might be why. Again, we're using our imagination here. It makes sense to me that there was an oddity on camera with how Charlie showed up in that SUV, whether it was the wrong time, maybe, but I think it was his condition. Okay. Because it would have been an impossible